Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1952 wheat penny, a simple 1-cent coin that carries rich history, hidden value, and exciting possibilities. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, this is one coin you won't want to overlook. So grab your coins, stay tuned, and let's uncover what makes this penny truly special. Top 3 first up. The 1952 wheat penny is a classic American coin that many collectors still search for today. At first glance, it may look like just another old penny, but this coin carries history, nostalgia, and real collectible value. It belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. What makes the 1952 special is not extreme rarity, but its strong demand among collectors who want to complete full date-hand mint sets. Even today, some high-quality examples can sell for impressive prices, especially in uncirculated condition or with rare mint errors. This means that an ordinary-looking coin sitting in an old jar could still hold surprising value. The 1952 wheat penny was minted during a time when the United States was adjusting to post-World War II life and entering the early years of the Cold War. The economy was growing, industries were booming, and coin production was high to support everyday commerce. The Lincoln cent itself was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. By 1952, the wheat penny design had already been in use for over 4 decades. The Denver Mint played a major role in producing coins for circulation in the western United States. While the 1952 penny wasn't considered rare at the time, it has become an important part of history simply because it represents the final years of the wheat cent era before the design changed in 1959 to the Lincoln Memorial reverse. The design of the 1952 wheat penny is simple yet iconic. The front obverse features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head, you'll see the words "In God We Trust," while Liberty appears to the left and the year 1952 to the right. On the back reverse, the coin displays 2 wheat stalks curving along the edges, symbolizing prosperity and agriculture. Between them are the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, along with the motto EPLURIBUS UNUM. In terms of specifications, the coin is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It weighs about 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. One small but important detail is the tiny D mint mark located below the date, indicating it was struck in Denver. The D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, one of the major coin-producing facilities in the United States. Coins from Denver are very common for this year because the mint produced large quantities. Unlike earlier years where missing mint marks could create rare varieties, the 1952 typically always carries its D mark clearly. Mint location can affect value, but in this case, the Denver issue is widely available. However, coins with strong strikes and original red color from this mint can still command higher prices among collectors. The 1952 wheat penny had a mintage of approximately 746 million coins. That's a huge number, making it a very common coin in circulated grades. Because of this, it is not considered a key date or rare issue. However, high-grade examples, especially those graded MS65 or higher, are much harder to find because most coins entered circulation and experienced wear. The value of a 1952 wheat penny depends heavily on its condition and whether it has any rare errors. Poor condition, around 2 cents to 5 cents. Circulated condition, 5 cents to 20 cents. Fine condition, 20 cents to 50 cents. Extremely fine, 50 cents to $1.50. Uncirculated MS60, MS63, $2 to $8. Mint state high grades, MS65 plus red, $15 to $50 plus. In rare cases, superb gem-quality coins with original red luster have sold for over $100 at auction. Keep in mind, prices change based on market demand and grading. Even though the 1952D is common, certain mint errors can make it highly valuable. Look for double die errors where letters appear slightly doubled, off-center strikes where the design is misaligned, clipped planchets where part of the coin is missing, and die cracks that create raised lines. Other valuable errors include broad strikes, rotated dies, and coins struck on the wrong planchet. These errors can increase value from a few dollars to hundreds, depending on how dramatic and rare the mistake is. One of the most exciting things about the 1952D wheat penny is that it can still be found today. Many people have discovered these coins in old jars, piggy banks, inherited collections, or even in rolls of pennies from banks. While finding one in perfect condition is rare, it's not impossible. This keeps the treasure hunting excitement alive for collectors and beginners alike. Before selling or collecting, always check the coin's condition carefully. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can significantly reduce its value. Look for original color. Reddish coins are usually more valuable than brown ones. If you believe your coin is in excellent condition or has an error, consider professional grading. Store your coins in protective holders, away from moisture and air, to prevent damage. Even small scratches or discoloration can affect value. The 1952D wheat penny is not a high-risk, high-reward investment, but it is a stable and popular collectible. Demand remains steady because many collectors aim to complete full Lincoln cent sets. High-grade coins with strong eye appeal are likely to increase in value over time, especially as fewer pristine examples remain available. Did you know that wheat pennies were replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial design? That makes the 1952D part of the final chapter of the wheat penny era. Also, billions were made, but only a small percentage survive today in mint condition, which is why collectors pay more for those rare high-grade pieces. So now you know the full story behind the 1952D wheat penny, its history, value, and hidden secrets. Before you go, take a moment to check your own coins. You might already have one of these sitting at home without even realizing its potential value. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. And remember, your next valuable coin could be just 1 penny away. Next coin, the 1953D Lincoln Wheat Penny, is one of the classic coins from the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, and it continues to attract collectors around the world. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin carries the historic wheat ears design that many people instantly recognize. While it may look like an ordinary old penny, collectors search for it because certain conditions, high grades, and rare errors can make it surprisingly valuable today. Its connection to American history, combined with its affordability, makes it a favorite entry point for beginners and a staple for serious numismatists. The 1953D penny was minted during a fascinating period in American history. The early 1950s were shaped by post-war recovery and the tensions of the Cold War. Everyday coins like this one were heavily used in daily commerce, which is why finding well-preserved examples today can be challenging. The United States Mint produced millions of these coins to meet the growing economic demand. By this time, the Lincoln cent design had already been in circulation for over 40 years, first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln. The 1953D is not considered a key date, but it plays an important role in completing a full wheat penny collection. For collectors building daytime mint sets, every coin matters, and this Denver minted piece is an essential part of that story. The design of this coin is both simple and iconic. The obverse front features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head, you'll see the motto, "In God We Trust," while Liberty appears on the left side and the date, 1953, on the right. On the reverse back, two wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, giving the coin its nickname Wheat Penny. Specifications: composition, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight 3.11 grams. Diameter 19. Edge plain. This classic wheat design remained in use until 1958, making coins like the 1953 D part of the final era before the design changed. The small D mint mark on this coin indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint. You'll find this letter just below the date on the obverse side. Coins without a mint mark from the same year were produced in Philadelphia, while those with an S came from San Francisco. The mint location can influence value, but in 1953, the Denver Mint produced a large number of pennies, making this one relatively common compared to rarer mint issues. The 1953 D Wheat Penny had a mintage of approximately 700 million coins. This high production means the coin is generally classified as common. However, condition is everything in coin collecting. While worn examples are easy to find, sharply struck coins with original red luster are much harder to locate and can command much higher prices. The value of a 1953 D penny depends heavily on its condition and whether it has any rare errors. Poor condition, 2 cents, 5 cents. Circulated condition, 5 cents, 20 cents. Fine condition, 20 cents, 50 cents. Extremely fine, 50 cents, $1.50. Uncirculated MS60, MS63, $2, $8. High mint state, MS65 plus red, $15, 50 plus dollars. In rare cases, top quality coins with full red color and excellent strike have sold for over $100 at auction, especially when graded by professional services. Remember, prices can change based on market demand, grading, and eye appeal. Even common coins can become valuable if they have mint errors. For the 1953 D penny, collectors look for double die errors, slight doubling in letters or numbers, off-center strikes, design not properly aligned, clipped planchets, missing curved sections of the coin, die cracks, raised lines caused by damaged dies, broad strike errors, coin struck without collar appearing wider, rotated die, reverse not aligned with obverse. While most 1953 D pennies are normal, these error coins can sell for $10 to $100+, depending on visibility and rarity. Yes, the 1953 D Wheat Penny can still be found today. Many people discover them in old coin jars, inherited collections, estate sales, or even in rolls from banks. Because millions were made, they continue to surface in unexpected places. The real treasure comes from finding one in high-grade condition or with a rare error, which can dramatically increase its value. Before selling or buying this coin, always examine it carefully. Look at the color. Coins with original red shine are more valuable than brown or worn pieces. Avoid cleaning your coin, as this can reduce its value significantly. If you believe your coin is in excellent condition, consider professional grading. Store your coins in protective holders, away from moisture and air, to preserve their quality over time. The 1953 D penny is not a rare coin, so it's not typically considered a high investment piece on its own. However, high-grade examples and error coins are becoming more desirable as collectors compete for the best quality pieces. As time passes and fewer uncirculated coins remain, demand for top-condition examples could slowly increase, making them a steady, long-term collectible rather than a quick-profit coin. Many people don't realize that wheat pennies like this one were among the last U.S. coins made with such a high copper content. Just a few years later, the design would change, and decades after that, the metal composition would also shift. Another fun fact: billions of wheat pennies were melted or lost over time, which is why finding bright, untouched examples today is much harder than it seems. And there you have it, the full story of the 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny. It may look like a simple old coin, but as you've seen, it carries history, collectible value, and even the chance of hidden treasure. So now it's your turn. Check your pockets, jars, and old collections. You might already have one waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. And remember, every coin has a story, and yours could be worth more than you think. Next coin. The 1954 wheat penny is one of those classic American coins that quietly sits in collections, jars, and old boxes, yet still captures the attention of collectors around the world. This coin is part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which is loved for its historical significance and timeless design. The S mint mark tells us it was made in San Francisco, and that alone sparks curiosity among collectors because different mint locations can affect rarity and value. What makes the 1954 penny interesting is not that it's extremely rare, but that it holds hidden potential. While millions were made, finding one in high-grade condition or with a rare mint error can turn an ordinary coin into something much more valuable. For collectors and treasure hunters, this coin represents a perfect mix of history, accessibility, and the thrill of discovery. The 1954 wheat penny was minted during a fascinating time in American history. The early 1950s were part of the post-World War II economic boom, when the United States was experiencing growth, industrial expansion, and rising consumer culture. Coins like this were heavily used in everyday transactions, buying groceries, paying for newspapers, or even a bottle of soda. The United States Mint produced this coin at its San Francisco facility, which was known for striking coins with generally good detail, but sometimes weaker strikes compared to other mints. By 1954, the wheat penny design had already been in use for 45 years, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. This coin also represents the final years of the wheat penny era, which would end in 1958 before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse. That makes the 1954 part of the closing chapter of a beloved American coin design. The obverse front of the coin features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. This design was created by Victor David Brenner and first introduced in 1909. Around Lincoln's portrait, you'll see the words "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" on the left, and the date 1954 on the right. On the reverse back, the coin displays two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, with EPLURIBUSUNUM above. This simple but elegant design is what gave the coin its nickname, Wheat Penny. Specifications: metal composition, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight 3.11 grams. Diameter 19. Edge plain. One small but important detail is the S mint mark located just below the date, indicating its origin. The S mint mark on the 1954 penny stands for the San Francisco Mint. Coins from this mint are often collected separately because each mint has its own production characteristics. If a 1954 penny has no mint mark, it means it was produced in Philadelphia. A D would indicate Denver. While the 1954 S is not the rarest of the group, San Francisco coins from this era can sometimes show weaker strikes, which makes sharply detailed examples more desirable. The total mintage for the 1954 wheat penny was approximately 96,190,000 coins. This number tells us that the coin is common in circulated condition, but it becomes much more difficult to find in high mint state grades, especially with strong details and original red color. For that reason, collectors often search for well-preserved examples rather than just any coin from this year. The value of a 1954 wheat penny depends heavily on its condition and color: brown, red-brown, or full red. Here's a realistic market breakdown. Poor condition, 3 cents, 10 cents. Circulated condition, 10 cents, 30 cents. Fine condition, 30 cents, $1. Extremely fine, $1, $3. Uncirculated MS60, MS63, $5, $15. Mint state high grades, MS65 plus red, $20, $75 plus. Auction records. High-grade red examples with excellent strike and luster have sold for over $200 in certified auctions, especially in MS66 or higher condition. Always remember, value can increase significantly if the coin has rare errors or exceptional eye appeal. While the 1954 is not famous for a major variety like some earlier dates, it can still be valuable with errors such as double die, slight doubling in letters or numbers; off-center strike, design shifted off the center; clipped planchet, missing piece of the coin edge; die cracks or cuds, raised lines or blobs from damaged dies; broad strike, coin struck without proper collar. These errors can raise the coin's value from a few dollars to $20, $50, or even more, depending on severity and visibility. Yes, this coin can still be found today. Many people overlook wheat pennies, but they still appear in old coin jars, family collections, estate sales, bank coin rolls. Because millions were made, it's entirely possible that valuable examples are still sitting unnoticed. The real treasure lies in finding one in uncirculated condition or with a rare error. Before selling or collecting a 1954 wheat penny, keep these important tips in mind. Never clean your coin. Cleaning reduces value instantly. Check for original red color, which is more valuable. Look closely for errors or unusual features. Consider professional grading from trusted services. Store coins in protective holders to avoid damage. Even a small mistake like cleaning can turn a $50 coin into a $5 coin. The 1954 wheat penny is not a get-rich-quick coin, but it has steady collector demand. As time passes, high-grade examples become harder to find, which may slowly increase their value. Collectors especially seek bright red uncirculated coins, well-struck examples, error varieties. So while it's not extremely rare, it's a solid long-term collectible with gradual appreciation potential. The wheat penny design ran from 1909 to 1958, making it one of the longest U.S. coin designs ever. 1954 pennies were among the last wheat cents ever produced. Some were still in circulation decades later, even into the early 2000s. The designer's initials, VDB, were once controversial when first added in 1909. If you enjoyed learning about the 1954 wheat penny, make sure you like this video, drop a comment below, and subscribe to the channel for more hidden coin treasures. And don't forget, check your old coins, your jars, and even your pocket change, because your next penny could be worth far more than you think.